From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
What's up, world? It is time for Horsin Around, presented by Stable Duel. I'm your host, the one and only Pop DBICD Primetime Capper, and we are in the fifth day of the Santa Anita meet now. We actually have got ourselves actually a full weekend this weekend, because you guys have to understand that the meet did start on a Sunday. Then we had a Monday card as well, too, but this is the first full week of Santa Anita as well, too, this week. So pretty much now it's a 3-day race card with Santa Anita. It used to be Thursday through Sunday. Now it is Friday through Sunday. Hopefully we'll get back Thursday through Sunday eventually. So when we look at things, we have race 1 today, which is going to be allowance optional claimer. And this is a really good race. We have a lot of good horses that are in this group today. And I really do like this horse right here, Ultimate Bango. Ultimate Bango is a savvy vet, and the horse is always in the mix of things. The horse is very good at showing up and showing out, as I like to say. So I do like what you have setting up for this horse for today. And I think that when I look at how everything shapes up with this field, I really like what this horse has done in the morning. So that's why I have this horse on top as our key horse today. And I think that the combination is great. You got Abel Cedillo and Mark Glatt. And when you look at the horses' races from the past, this race, the horse's best race can best this group. So I like what the idea of it. And this horse has actually been in the money 75% of the time here at Santa Anita, has ran most of their races at Santa Anita, which being 12, 3 winners and 4 places in 1 show. So that means the horse has been in the money 9 out of 12 times. So when I say it's a key horse, we put the key horse in place because the key horse is there for us to have for the horse that we know that can be the ultimate, the horse that can show up for us. That's why I put the horse there as the key horse. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm saying that this horse is going to win. I'm just going to say that this horse is the right value for you to make some money. But I do feel like this horse can win the race, but I feel like this horse can place in any of these 3 spots as well, too. That's why I say key horse. So I like what I see here with Ultimate Bango. Then we have Colt Hard. Colt Hard is a very fun horse as well, too. Colt Hard is going to be 4-1 on the morning line, but it's moving up a little bit. Flavian Pratt's going to be the rider for this horse as well, too. The horse looked really good in the mornings, and the horse is coming over here. Pretty much had got 2 wins right away at Santa Anita. And then on the 3rd tryout, the horse wound up finishing 4th. And then the horse did finish 3rd in the Let It Ride. But the horse has success here at Santa Anita, and that's why I had to put this horse in the group. Horse has been a winner 60% 2 out of 3 times. So that just pretty much means that, the horse started off two great wins to start their career at Santa Anita, and I think that they like the course, so that's why I'm putting them on top. And then Eastern Ocean is a horse that just ran huge last time over at Santa Anita, and I have to put this horse in the group as well, too. And I think that if this horse can run big today, this can best this group as well, too. And this horse won in the condition, so it's not hard to overlook Eastern Ocean here in the 2 spot. Mark Glatt, another trainee for him, and he has Kyle Frey riding this horse. And then we have Barraza. Barraza is going to be ridden by Kent DeSormo, and then you have Vladimir Sorin training the horse. Now, this horse did finish at the condition 3.5 lengths as the winner, beating Mac Daddy 2 and Sea Falls. So this horse is just right, is right there in the mix of things, and it ran a bullet on the 18th of December. So this is a very strong group that we have here for the early race of the day. And so I really hope that we can get out of it to get to the pick 5, because I feel like these 4 horses are really good, but there's more horses in this race that I just can't throw in here because you just can't have so many horses. But Ultimate Bango, I feel, brings the value and brings the key to getting us to where we need to be. All right, so we move on to race 2, and then race 2, I like Copper Bow 10. Copper Bowl 10 is actually a first timer going today, but this horse did have 2 bullet drills back in November. And I think, and knowing Carla Gaines, she kind of slowed the horse down a little bit because she knows she got something here. So she didn't want to aggravate anything with the horse and make sure the horse can roll. Now, the horse is owned by Donald Valpredo. His father was my old neighbor, John Valpredo, as well, too. Rest in peace, John. And so pretty much it's not, and I'm not picking on the horse because it's my old neighbor's son's horse, you know what I mean, Valpredo family. I'm picking on the horse because I know Carla Gaines is always has her horses sharp at this time of the year, and she's one of the most overlooked trainers at Santa Anita, who's one of the better trainers at Santa Anita. So I have to go ahead, and I got to go ahead and make that call right now. I'm going to take Copper Bow 10 here, who's a 15-1 morning line as well, too, here in this maiden special weight. Then we have Square Fun, a horse that's the somewhat of the veteran of the group. He doesn't have as many races as Rubex, who has 5. This horse has 4. And Doug O'Neill is the trainer. Herrera is the rider. Ram Racing is the owner. The horse did very well last time out at Santa Anita. At Golden Gate, actually. The horse wound up losing by a length in a maiden special weight over there. This horse wound up finishing 3rd in both of their tries at Santa Anita. So the horse improved each time over here at Santa Anita. Well, it didn't really improve the second time. The horse absolutely got romped in that one. They lost by 13.5 lengths. So when I look at this one, I say to myself, this one should be a good one. And I like Square Fun here, but I think Increased Tickets is the one that you really have to look at. Increased Tickets ran a bullet on the 18th in November and a bullet on the 23rd of December. Ed Freeman is the trainer for this horse, but when you see a jockey like Wayne Barrett as the rider, a guy who's usually at Los Alamitos in those 4.5 races, you say to yourself, I don't know about this one, but this horse ran huge over at Los Alamitos, and sometimes that SLR farm speaks very well to Los Alamitos. But this is a Redden racing horse, so I know that they got big plans for this horse as well too moving forward. This filly Increased Stakes, I like you a lot. And actually is 5-1 compared to these bigger prices that we have on top. And then Exactly Wendy, a horse that's coming in for their second career race, and they finished 4th first time out over at Del Mar back on November 26th in a 5 furlong. They're going to give the horse a little bit more distance. It looks like this could be what could be huge for the horse. And once again, this is the 3rd Redden racing horse in the race, and Exactly Wendy, from what I'm hearing, is lights out in the morning as well too. So we'll see how it goes. And it's a Nyquist filly as well. So, you got to always take these Nyquist fillies very seriously. And it's funny because it's out of a Square Eddie mare. So it's all in the family when it comes to Redden racing with this one. So we'll see how it goes, see how it checks out. But this should be a good one with the group that we have here. Now let's go into our early stakes race, the Kahlua Queen, and this one is going to be a good one. We got Merneath, and I'm going to be real simple here. I think Merneath is just going to be is head and shoulders above this group. Queen Gaw is a very good horse, another John Sadler horse. Flavian Pratt's going to be riding, so I think Queen Gaw is the one that's been training much better in the morning, but odds makers like Edgeway a little bit more because Edgeway has been impressive in their past races as well, and we're still trying to figure it out when it comes to Queen Gaw. So I'll be real quick here. Merneath, I really think it's going to be hard to beat in this spot today. This horse is training well, racing well, and I think that this will be another big Baffert winner. And this horse is actually coming down in class for a $75,000 stake after the horse won a $200,000 stake. So, they're just picking up money right now. So this race looks like it fit Merneath. It looked like it was something simple for the horse, so that's why they threw the horse in the race. So I think that this horse will probably be your most bet horse of the day, but for good reason, and it will probably wind up winning the race as well too. So you can see where I'm at with that one. So we can move on and let's talk about race 4. Race 4, we have Taming the Tigress. Taming the Tigress is 5-2 today on the morning line. And Taming the Tigress, a lot of these horses are exactly the same. In my opinion, this is an allowance optional claimer as well too. Some of these horses have been mid-level claimers as well too before being back in this group. So all these horses, their trainers must think very highly of them, or they're getting prepared to throw them into the claiming ranks if they don't look good today. But I like Taming the Tigers here, and that's Amari, who's a savvy vet, always ready to run. This is a good spot for him today. Then we also have Saturday Heist, the 5-1 here as well too. This horse is looking pretty good in the mornings as well. So this horse should run big, in my opinion. I think that this should be a really good spot for the horse. And then when you see everything going on with this one right here, and you see how this sets up, you tell yourself that, wow, this should be the day where we really do go ahead and say to ourselves that we can go ahead and get a big winner here for this pick five, because the last few pick fives been absolutely terrible. But I think that Taming the Tigers has all the pedigree in the world to really best this group. And the last time the horse did win was over at Los Alamitos on September 26th. But I just think that the way that they had the horse moving into this race, the horse finished second last time over here, losing by a length. Then the horse wound up finishing second and third over at Del Mar. But I think that this condition fits the horse perfectly, and I think the horse winds up getting themselves a nice win here at 6 furlongs on the turf. And I just think that we're just in a good spot here. And then you have Ike. Ike is a horse that has been trying for a long time, but pretty much the horse is what it is. It is what it is with this horse at the end of the day. This used to be a Doug O'Neill trainee as well too. Now the horse is in the hands of Ed Moger, but he has Kent DeSormo riding, so that gives the horse a little bit of a look, in my opinion. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out. But I like what I see here, and I think that Saturday Heist is a horse that does loom a big danger here as well. So this should be a good wide open race, but Taming the Tigers really does take precedent here with the way that this group is rolling up. We move on to race 5. This is a claiming race, $24,000 purse. This is a $10,000 claimers. So these are actually older horses. So pretty much we're going to go with a 5-year-old by the name It's a Riddle. Riddle is going to be trained by Robert Hess and ridden by Edwin Maldonado. And then we're going to throw in Tiz a Master, who's going to be ridden by JJ Hernandez and trained by Vladimir Seren. And Busy Painter, who's seen as probably the best horse in the race for some, he's going to be ridden by Kyle Frey, trained by Dan Blacker. This should be okay. This should be a good spot. And then we have Rolinga. Rolinga is going to be the 5 horse today. Ed Moger Jr. is the trainer for this horse as well, and Tyler Bays is going to be riding the horse today. So this is a pretty good group for claimers. This is a wide open group, to be exact with you. So anybody could take this race, but I think It's a Riddle has the most pedigree here, and It's a Riddle should be able to hold this group off and get themselves a nice win today. All right, so here we are with the early pick 5. We're all betting leg 1. Then we're going 2, 7, 8, 10 in leg 2. And as I said, I'm very confident in Renif today. I do have this horse singled in leg 3. Then we're going 2, 8 in leg 4 and 1, 6 in leg 5. This is a $96 investment. Let's see how it shakes out. Let's see how it goes. All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And when I get back, we're going to go through races 6 through 10, the $2 pick 6, and the late pick 50-cent pick 4. So you guys stay tuned. This is Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel.
Now you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and get in on the thrill of horse racing with daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash, and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win.
All right, so we are back, and now up is going to be race 6 for today. Race 6. Yes, race 6. So in race 6 today, we have ourselves a very good one, and pretty much in race 6, the starter allowance is race 40K, and we got 8 furlongs on the turf, and we got the number 9 Liar. So pretty much We have the morning line being 8-1. Liar, liar to me. This one right here, you know what? It was hard for me not to circle this horse because everything tells me that this horse should be pretty good today, in my opinion. This is a dream ahead gelding out of a Galileo mare. So the horse is owned by Slam Dunk Racing and Altamira Racing and all that good stuff as well. But I just think that, Liar Liar has everything that says that this horse should run huge today. And the reason why I'm adding Liar Liar is because I really do feel like this horse is going to run big today and will figure out a way to really shake up the apple cart a bit with this group. And reason being is because Kent DeSormo is riding this horse, and usually he is so good when he's in the outside lane on the turf because he can go ahead and do what he does, kind of give everybody save some ground, and then go ahead and charge ahead with a big sprint at the end, which is always exciting for fans to see. So that's why I like Liar Liar as our key horse today, and I think that it should be good. Then we have Impossible Task, who's another really good horse, and Impossible Task is absolutely Jim in a sense. You got Emily Ellingwood riding this horse as well too. John Sadler. This horse has done things very, very well this year. It's a 5-year-old gelding out of Liam's Map Alphabet Soup Mare. So I think that this horse does present a very, very strong presence to this race. So I like what I see here, and we move forward. Secret Club at 4-1. This horse is going to be another former Peter Miller trainee, but up under the care of Ruben Alvarado. John Velasquez is riding this horse. They might think a little bit higher of this horse. This is a clubhouse ride gelding, so this horse might be able to move on and get some big things going. But I think with these two horses training together, it's either one or the other, in my opinion. Liar Liar or Secret Club in this spot. But you can't discount Impossible Task because this horse is really good and does have the pedigree to go ahead and best this group. And then we end up with Ottawa Fire. Ottawa Fire is going to be ridden by Umberto Rispoli, trained by Robert Hess. This horse is Irish bred as well too, so you can't never discount those horses, and does have Mr. Rispoli riding. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out, but this should be another really good race. Now we have race 7 today. This is going to be a maiden claimer. We have a horse by the name of Bell by Bell. Bell by Bell is a 6-1 morning line. This is a $34,000 purse, $20,000 claimer. So this one right here should be one that can. This is going to be another one of these races that you really can't figure out because the long shot is 12-1. The favorite is 5-2. So that's how it looks on the morning line. So you can go anywhere in this spot. You'll find something that you really like. And that's why I like Bell My Bell, because Bell My Bell is really close to having a big day from what I saw on the speed figs and from what I saw in the horse's recent races. So I think today is that day. You got Jorge Paraban training this horse as well too. So you don't have one of the big name trainers over here at Santa Anita, but he always does have some real solid horses. And I think this is one of his winners today, his first winner of the year. So I like Bell My Bell, and let's see how it goes. Let's see how it shakes out. And then we have Head Start, who's another Flavian Pratt horse that he's going to be riding. And then you have Mark Glad. This is an upstart filly out of a Magna graduate mare. And this one should be a very, very good spot for Mark Glad and Flavian Pratt. This horse has been training very well, been running very well to be exact, and is coming down in class as well too. So that's a lot of things that you factor in about this horse and get you excited about the horse. So we'll see how it goes. And then we have the big brown filly, Lonely on Top, out of the Bluegrass Cat Mare. This is going to be a Doug O'Neill trainee. Abel Cedillo is going to be riding. Lonely on Top has had their chances to win big, but I think today this group might be a little bit too good for that horse. But I know that Lonely on Top is going to get it together. Now, the horse finished 11th the first time at Santa Anita, then finished 9th. So the horse can't do any worse than what it's been doing. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out. But she is a big brown filly, and sometimes those horses do start slow. So we'll see how it goes. And this is horses bred by the Collinsworth in New York. So it is a New York bred. So sometimes those horses take a little while to get into the acclamation of the West Coast. And I said $20,000 claimers. They're actually $40,000 claimers. Sorry about that misinformation. And then we have Tropicana Girl, first-time starter. Tropicana Girl is trained by is another Ruben Alvarado trainee. And then you have Drayden Van Dyke riding this horse as well, too. This horse is is a Palace filly out of a Posse mare. So Rockingham Ranch is the owner of the horse. So, a lot of things, bring a good feel for this horse. Even though they don't have the coach, meaning Peter Miller, on the bench right now, it's all good. I think that Ruben Alvarado has the same type of relationship with the horses somewhat, because Peter Miller's horses really perk up when they see him before races and things like that, and they run better races and things like that because he has a very, very intimate relationship with his horses. So it is what it is at the end of the day. But that's race 7 for you. Another maiden claimer. Bell by Bell is our key horse. All right, we move on and we have Bella Bell. Bella Bell for our key horse for the Blue Northerner Stakes. So this one right here, another great Santa Anita race that's on the turf at a mile. And you know what? I like what I see. Mima June has been scratched out. So you guys go ahead and evaluate that. That Mima June has been scratched out. That's that was the Jonathan Wong trainee, and that horse was going to have that horse had some pretty good. That horse looked pretty good coming into this race today, but you know what? They decided to pass on it, and pretty much you have Bella Bell. Flavian Pratt's going to be riding. Phil D'Amato is the trainer. You know how it goes. It's kind of redundant. This is a horse that I feel is really good. Both these horses are pretty much family because they're owned by the same exact people. Helen's well as well too. This is the other D'Amato horse, and he gets Umberto Rispoli for that one. So literally, this looks like Phil D'Amato Exacta coming up today, and we'll see how it goes. But he does have it really lined up to go ahead and win this race today with these two horses. And then you also have the Shopping for Pharaoh. Shopping for Pharaoh looms the biggest danger. Jonathan Wong trainee, American Pharaoh filly out of a Smart Strike mare. Tommy Town Thoroughbreds is the owner, and Ricky Gonzalez is going to be riding the horse. So this horse does loom a big danger because the pedigree. Come on, your daddy's the only one that has the Grand Slam. So everybody's always going to get excited when they see a Pharaoh baby in the mix. So it is what it is at the end of the day. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. That's the Blue Northern Stakes for you. All right, so we go to the race 9, which is another allowance optional claimer. I'm going with the horse by the name of Who's the Star. Who's the Star looks really good on the form. And, you got John Sadler training the horse, and then you have Jersey Joe Bravo riding the horse. This is a 4-year-old gelding out of Tunnelist, out of a Carson City mare. Now, Tunnelist was a damn good horse in my opinion. I think Who's the Star, with the horse being a gelding and things like that, this should be a big day for this horse, in my opinion. 4-year-old try a horse that tries hard as well too. I think this horse should be good for us today. Get themselves a nice win over here in the second to last race. And then we have American Theorem. An American Theorem is American Pharaoh. Is an American Pharaoh baby, and these out of a Maria's Mon mare, and you have Mike Smith riding this horse for George Papadromo. You don't really see this combination a lot because usually George Papadromo is in like claiming races and things like that. So today he's actually in an AOC. He has Mike Smith tagged to be his rider today. So we'll see how it goes. This horse should be right there in the mix of things, but I think Who's the Star is the star of the group, to be honest with you. And then you have Shoot. This is in reference to what Steve Kerr said at a press conference one time. If you guys don't know why the horse is named Shoot. And, Peter Urden got his favorite jockey riding for him, Flavian Pratt. Peter Urden was one of the trainers early in Flavian's SoCal career that believed in what he was doing and put him on his best horses. So, there's a lot of people to thank for the success of Flavian Pratt, and Peter Urden is one of them. So I love Shoot is here, and this horse always comes to play. So, you can't discount the horse, so you got to throw this horse in the group as well too. And then we have Mongolian Wind out of a Macho Man gelding out of an Afternoon Delights mare. And Afternoon Delights is one of my favorites from back in the day, the classic 1995 Santa Anita Derby, which I will never forget. That was an incredible day that day, with the amount of horses that they had, when they used to really put a lot of effort into the old Santa Anita Derby and everything like that. I know they still do, but this they give you a shirt, a cup, a hat, everything that for showing up on Santa Anita Derby Day. So there it is, Mongolian Wind, who's the sixth horse. This is another wide open group as well too. 8.5 furlongs on the turf, so it should be a lot of fun. All right, we move on to race 10. And in race 10, we have Unreal as our key horse. Unreal is a horse that first time out won, and didn't just won huge and won for fun. And actually, right now, I will have to go ahead and break it down. We've lost Unreal for this race. Unreal has been scratched out of the race. Kind of hurt my feelings because Unreal one who is the other Jonathan Wong trainee as well too. Now, most likely, I'll go ahead and put Boise on top now, and Barsabas will stay right where they're at. And Maglev, who's seen as the gate favorite, this horse will probably it is 5-2 this morning out of Ireland. This horse has never ran on American soil, but has rave reviews coming from Ireland. Then we have Handy Dandy in the fifth hole. But it looks like with the removal of our original horse that we were supposed to have, we're going to go with the horse. Well, I'll throw in this horse by the name, the 3 horse Cabo Spirit. So, sometimes when you have a horse that's running with the top group, top numbers in that section, you just got to go with that horse. So that's what I'm going to do here. We're going to add Cabo Spirit. So just know when I give out race 10, it will not be that same horse. And I'm going to go ahead and switch up the pick 6 and everything like that. So what you see on the screen won't be what I'm going to be tweeting out. So I know that sounds kind of messed up, but it's because of scratches and things of that nature. All right. So we move forward and we have ourselves races 5 through 10, the $2 pick 6. This is a $108 investment. I'm going with the 1-6, the 379, the 256, the 6-2, the 6, leg 5, 237, and then we would have had Unreal as our single for the last race of the day. That's going to be different now. It's probably going to be Boise as our single at the end of the day today over here at Santa Anita. Now we have the pick 4. In the pick 4, I'm going 256, 1567. Then also I have the 237, and then also in leg 4 we have the 810. And as I said before, we'll go ahead and scratch out that 10 and add in a substitute, most likely the 2 horse for that spot. So once again, thank you guys. Once again, that is going to be our card today over at the Great Race Place. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today as well too. You guys are the absolute best. I'll be back Friday or Thursday afternoon with the next weekend's cards and everything like that, and starting off for the weekend and all the great stakes races. And as we move ourselves towards the Santa Anita Derby, then Santa Anita Derby moves us into the Kentucky Derby and all that good stuff. And then we just start having all these great races, and then it's over in June. But it's going to be a great 6 months, and I cannot wait. I hope that you guys are excited about Santa Anita as well too. Hopefully today we get some prices. It's Sunday, and usually these early Sundays in the meet, they do yield big price days because a lot of people are going to the track with the idea that it's going to be all favorites because it's Sunday. The way that these groups are lining up, this is not a great day for favorites. Okay, so and that's my opinion in that regard. So once again, thank you guys so much for your time. If you got a hunch, bet a bunch. The movement is moving, and this is Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel. And I bid, I do. And you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next weekend.